Okay, for the second part of our lesson here, what we're going to do is we're going to do an activity called Bullying Detectives. And since we know that what bullying is and what bullying is not, since you all now know how to recognize bullying, I'm going to read off some scenarios. And I want you to raise your hand if you think that it is bullying, and keep your hand down if you think that it is not bullying. And remember, there are three things that have to happen for it to be bullying. It has to be unfair, one-sided, and using power in a negative or hurtful way. The first scenario. Every day on the bus, the big kids who sit behind Trevor pull his hair, then pretend it wasn't them. Again, raise your hand if you think that it is bullying. Keep your hand down if you think that it is not bullying. All right, if you have your hand raised, it is bullying. You are correct. So it's repeated every day. It's unfair. It's one-sided, so one person or a group of people doing it to one person. And the power that they have is that they are bigger than he is and that there are more of them. Okay, so it's unfair, it's one-sided, and they are using power in a negative and hurtful way. All right, the second situation. During library time, Ariel and Jamie both want to check out the only copy of the same book. They can't agree on who gets to check it out first. During library time, Ariel and Jamie both want to check out the only copy of the same book. They can't agree on who gets to check it out. Raise your hand if you think that it is bullying. Keep your hand down if you think it is not bullying. Okay, this would be not bullying. It happened one time. Neither one is really picking on each other, and it's more of a disagreement or an argument, but it is not bullying. Situation 3. Fatima never lets Mika play with her and her friends on the bars at recess. Fatima tells Mika the same thing whenever she asks. You don't get to play on the bars with us. You're not good enough. Okay, if you have your hand raised, you are correct. This is bullying. It happened more than once. They never let her play, and they are excluding Mika on purpose. Okay, so it's unfair. It's definitely one-sided, and they are using power by not letting her play. All right, the next one. Almost every day, Robert tells Enrique that he is going to follow him home after school and beat him up. Okay, this is definitely bullying. It happens more than once. It's unfair. It's one-sided, and he's using physical power to threaten Enrique. This is definitely a situation of bullying. All right, the next one. On Tuesday at lunch, Jackson takes Luca's granola bar when he's not looking. When Luca realizes it, he grabs it back and kicks Jackson under the table. On Tuesday at lunch, Jackson takes Luca's granola bar when he's not looking. When Luca realizes it, he grabs it back and kicks Jackson under the table. Raise your hand if you think that this is bullying. Keep your hand down if you think it is not bullying. Okay, this is a tough one, but it is not bullying. Okay, it's one time. It's also two-sided, right? Jackson took Luca's granola bar. Luca kicked Jackson. It's neither of them made good choices, but it is not bullying. Okay, and last one. Every day, Min writes mean things online about Annie until Annie cries. Some days, she makes fun of Annie's clothes, sometimes her hair, and sometimes her family. Okay, this is definitely bullying. It's repeated. Min is using words to hurt Annie's feelings, and she's definitely using power in a negative and hurtful way. Okay, so today what we did, we learned how to recognize what bullying is and what bullying is not. Make sure that as you are going about your day in school or even at home, that you are thinking about your behavior and other people's behaviors and what we can do. The next time that we meet, we're going to talk a little bit about what you can do to help yourself out if someone is being mean or bullying, as well as what you can do if someone else is getting picked on. I hope that you all have a great day, and we'll see you next time.